The Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture present Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson. Also presented by Adena Springs South, Daily Racing Form, Double Diamond Farm, Getaway Farm, Jerry Parks Insurance Group, Ocala Breeders Sales Company, Pleasant Acres Stallions, Valerie Daly of Showcase Properties, and Woodford Thoroughbreds.
Hello everyone and welcome to Thoroughbred Week featuring $1 million Kentucky Derby prep races from Keeneland, Aqueduct, and Santa Anita. We begin with sprinting fillies and mares at Keeneland in the Grade 1 Madison Stakes. Lady Sibylla, the 2-1 favorite. Kurt Becker picks up the call.
They all have to catch Lady Sibylla, 3-length lead at the top of the stretch. Sam's Sister, then Wedding Toast. Stop Charging Maria swings wide. Princess Violet has running room down toward the inside. Princess Violet draws alongside the leader, and here's Stop Charging Maria down the far outside. Coming to the 8th pole, final furlong of the Madison. Princess Violet narrow lead. Stop Charging Maria is there, but second. These two pass the 16th pole. Princess Violet hanging tough. Stop Charging Maria off the layoff is right there, but she'll have to settle for second. Princess Violet for Junior Alvarado to take the Grade 1 Madison.
Princess Violet holds off Stop Charging Maria by half a length. Junior Alvarado aboard the New York bred in 1:22.3. Winner of the Empire Distaff last fall and second in graded stakes company for Mike Hushin in her last 2 starts. Princess Violet was making her first out for trainer Linda Rice. The filly by Officer was bred in New York by her owner, Barry Schwartz. Princess Violet has earned nearly $663,000. Keeneland Stakes action is presented by Warrendale Sales, now accepting entries for the Keeneland September yearling sale. To Aqueduct for the Grade 1 Carter Handicap. The Big Beast, the 9-5 favorite, Larry Comas has the call.
Around the far turn, it is Green Grotto, the leader. On top, 3/4 of a length over Palace. Wild Dude, Dream Saturday on the far outside. Dad's Caps just looking for a place to run. He's 5th behind a wall of horses. And the Big Beast is 6th, and then clearly now in the end of the stretch. And Green Grotto is still there. And bumping there were Dad's Caps and Palace. Dream Saturday's running a big one on the far outside. It is now Dad's Caps, Dream Saturday. On the inside, Green Grotto. Dad's Caps has it. Dream Saturday. On the inside, Green Grotto. On the far outside, the Big Beast. Dad's Caps has won the Carter.
Dad's Caps repeats as winner of the Carter by a length and a half over Green Grotto. Jose Ortiz, the winning jockey, in 1:23.3. Dad's Caps had been winless in 8 races since taking the 2014 edition. But in his first 2 starts this year, the Rudy Rodriguez trainee was runner-up to Salutos Amigos in graded stakes company. The 5-year-old horse by Discreet Cat was bred in Kentucky by his owner, Vincent Scuderi. Dad's Caps has earned nearly $979,000. Watch Thoroughbred Week replays online at tbredweek.com.
For nearly half a century, the Northern Dancer sire line has dominated thoroughbred breeding. Galileo has earned his place among the breed-shaping sires from that lineage.
They're into the stretch. Magician is trying to come late.
Now, his best son in North America
On the far outside, Magician.
will carry on the legacy.
And Magician runs down the fugue.
In the business of breeding horses, timing is everything. Making ovulation more predictable, Sucromate Equine takes the guesswork out of scheduling breedings. Sucromate is the only FDA-approved deslorelin product indicated for inducing ovulation within 48 hours of treatment. Sucromate is safe, reliable, and results from a large field-based study show Sucromate provides a higher ovulation rate than any other product. Streamline your breeding season with Sucromate Equine.
Combining the legacy of Kentucky with the fertile breeding ground of Florida, Woodford Thoroughbreds proudly introduces in 2014 Warfront's best son to stand at stud, multiple graded stakes winner, Sold Out, and juvenile Grade 1 winner of the Hopeful Stakes, Currency Swap. Woodford Thoroughbreds, where a new generation of horse racing excellence has begun.
Sunny Florida produces champions from start to finish. Florida produced Breeders' Cup Classic winner Mucho Macho Man. Florida is one of the premier breeding regions and training centers in the world. We are a leading prep center for Derby winners and contenders. We boast of premier veterinary research centers and 3 major racetracks. Florida has the largest 2-year-old in training sale in the world, selling horses 6 times annually. Florida is proudly represented by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association. Sunny Florida produces champions from start to finish.
People want to know what's so special about Ocala. Centrally located between Orlando and Jacksonville, Ocala's equine industry has many incentives to breed, raise, and train thoroughbreds. Discover Ocala. Reach out to showcase properties, and we'll show you why we love where we live.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with 3-year-old fillies featured in this segment. We begin at Oaklawn Park with the Grade 3 Fantasy Stakes. Feathered, the 2-to-1 favorite, Frank Miramati picks up the call.
Midway on the far turn, Super Sack still there. Lady Tappet, Sweet Opportunity, Feathered, 4 of them across the track. Include Betty is surfacing from the back of the pack, and Achiever's Legacy is 1 from the outside. It's going to be a mad scramble as the field turns for home. Super Sacks, Include Betty extreme outside, and Achiever's Legacy. These 2 in close quarters. Ocean Wave on the scene late. They're coming to the 16th pole. Include Betty and Achiever's Legacy. They're chased home by Ocean Wave in third. It's Include Betty. Ocean Wave surging on the outside. Include Betty. Ocean Wave. Include Betty wins the fantasy.
18-to-1, Include Betty rallies from last to defeat Ocean Wave by a neck. A 1-2 finish by Keeneland Sells graduates. Rosemary Homeister up in 144 flat. Include Betty won her first 2 starts this year at Tampa Bay Downs, including the Suncoast Stakes. But the Tom Proctor trainee was last seen finishing 5th in the Grade 3 Florida Oaks on turf. The filly by Include was bred in Kentucky by Lavin Bloodstock and Brereton C. Jones and was a $42,000 Keeneland September yearling. Include Betty has earned $303,000 for Jones and Tim Thornton. For all your insurance needs, a specialist at Jerry Parks Insurance Group is there to assist you with 40 years of exceptional coverage. Look for Jerry Parks, John Cassie, or Kelly Weeks at the 2-year-old sales. To Aqueduct for the Grade 2 Gazelle Stakes. Condo Commando, the 3-to-5 favorite. Larry Comas picks up the call.
Condo Commando leads the field on the far turn. Jack Garanda second to the outside. And on the far outside, Wonder Gal is moving now. And Puka's down toward the rail. Noble and a Beauty's in the fight as well. 3/4 in 1:13 and 2. And they're into the stretch. And it's Condo Commando and Wonder Gal on the outside. Noble and a Beauty. Puka fights on the inside. Condo Commando. Another furlong to run, and she's pulling away. She has opened up a 3-length lead. She's left Puka behind. Then comes Wonder Gal. And on the inside, money's on Charlotte. But it's Condo Commando and the Gazelle.
Odds-on favorite Condo Commando rolls home by 2.5 lengths over Puka. Money's on Charlotte third for a sweep by Keeneland Sells graduates. Joel Rosario up in 152 flat. A 13-length winner of the Grade 1 Spinaway and 11-length winner of the Grade 2 Demoiselle at 2. Condo Commando scored an easy victory in the Busher Stakes in her 3-year-old debut. The filly by Tis Wonderful was bred in Kentucky by Spendthrift Farm and was a $72,000 Keeneland September yearling. One of 2 graded stakes winners on the card for trainer Rudy Rodriguez, Condo Commando has earned $748,000 for Michael Dubb, the Elkstone Group, and Bethlehem Stables. DRF Breeding, home of the new Sire-powered results tool. Access race results from North America. Visit drf.com/breeding for additional information. To Keeneland for the Grade 1 Ashland Stakes. Lovely Maria, the 9-to-5 favorite. Kurt Becker has the call.
First half mile in 48 and 2/5 seconds. Temperament Patty to the inside. Angela Renee is right alongside. These 2 continue to go at it for the top spot. A length to the good as Lovely Maria picks them up again from the far outside in third. And Lovely Maria asks for more now as Angela Renee has taken the lead just before the quarter pole. Lovely Maria to second. Temperament Patty drops back along the inside. Last of the Mohicans goes to third. Silver Pockets Full is fourth. Into the short stretch. Coming to the final furlong of the Ashland, Lovely Maria wrestles the lead away from Angela Renee, who's now second. Final furlong, Lovely Maria for Kerwin Boo Boo Clark, opening up by a length and a half. And Kerwin Clark scores his first career Grade 1 victory, taking the Ashland with Lovely Maria.
Lovely Maria, an easy 3 1/4 length winner over Angela Renee, the first Grade 1 stakes victory for journeyman jockey Kerwin Clark. The Keeneland Sells graduate clocked in 1:43 3. The first stakes victory for Lovely Maria, who was last seen finishing second to her Larry Jones-trained stablemate Ima Chatterbox in the Grade 3 Rachel Alexandra Stakes. The filly by Majestic Perfection was bred in Kentucky by Olin Gentry and Thomas Gaines. Lovely Maria has earned $402,000. She will seek to become the third Kentucky Oaks winner for the trainer-owner combination of Larry Jones and Brereton C. Jones. Bullet Train is a group-winning 3/4 brother to the great Frankel. His first foals are yearlings and are outstanding. Contact Crestwood Farm to inquire about Bullet Train. Next, the Grade 1 Santa Anita Oaks. Stellar Wind, the 6-5 favorite. Trevor Denman picks up the call.
They run past the half-mile pole, and Luminance on the far side goes on. Glory down at the rail. Wild at Heart is a joint third at the rail. Curlin's Fox. Light the City now been sent along as 4 off them. Now there goes Stellar Wind on the far side, and Stellar Wind starting a run now. Stellar Wind, Green Cap on the far side, going all the way up to second, then back to Singing Kitty. They come to the quarter pole, and Luminance is the leader, but Stellar Wind has made this big run to take a run now. Behind that, Wild at Heart. They're at the top of the lane in the Santa Anita Oaks now, and Stellar Wind, she's made this big looping run and strikes the front. Luminance is in second. Past the 8th pole they come now, and it's Stellar Wind going greedily for the wire here, and it's Stellar Wind, an absolutely scintillating performance today. Stellar Wind and Victor Espinosa could not have been more impressive in the Santa Anita Oaks.
Last in the early going, Stellar Wind powers her way to a 5 1/4 length victory over Luminance. Victor Espinosa aboard in 1:43 1. That's 3 consecutive victories for Stellar Wind, who won the Grade 3 Santa Isabel Stakes in her 3-year-old debut for trainer John Sattler. Ronus Racing purchased the winner privately after she impressively broke her maiden at Laurel Park in December. The filly by Curlin was bred in Virginia by Keswick Stables and Stone Street Thoroughbred Holdings. Stellar Wind has earned $327,000. The Spendthrift Farm Stallion of the Week is Warrior's Reward, the Grade 1 winning son of Medalla d'Oro. First crop 3-year-olds by Warrior's Reward include Kentucky Derby contender Tincenter, runner-up in the $1 million Grade 1 Wood Memorial, earning a 100 buyer speed figure.
Some horses are so brilliant, they make you stop and take notice.
Fort Larden is giving way, it's cross traffic.
Some are bred on a perfect cross.
Then on the outside, it's Mucho Macho Man, round the creek, down toward the rail.
This horse has it all. Plus, traffic stopping good looks, cross traffic, unbridled songs, fastest son.
Cross traffic will take his place among the top handicap horses in the country.
Our farm is going to be primarily a service organization. We will board horses for a number of different clients throughout the United States and Canada. We will focus on breeding mares. We also will be doing sales prep, either for the yearling sales here in Kentucky or for the breeding stock sales also here in the fall and in the early winter. We stand one stallion here, Greeley's Conquest. Endeavor Farm prides itself on being able to give individual care to every animal here.
There's a new day dawning in Florida. Never before has a Breeders' Cup Classic winner retired to stud in the Sunshine State. Until now. Adena Springs presents 3-time Grade 1 winner and earner of over $4 million, Fort Larned. New to Adena Springs South.
By 7, make that 8. Now you can just pick any number. It doesn't matter from here on in.
Bodie Meister is turning the Arkansas Derby into an absolute romp.
We knew he was brilliant in his win of the Arkansas Derby.
The half in 45 and 1.
And when they turned for home,
Bodymeister is clear by 3 lengths now.
I was thinking, what kind of a horse is this?
A Florida bred. He is not just a racehorse. He is our heart. He is our toil and sweat. He soaks up the bright sunshine, becoming mighty and strong. He feasts on our abundant grass and drinks our mineral-rich water. He is a way of life, our champion. His excellence brings us chills as he competes, inspiring us to greatness. He is our purpose, our soul. He is a Florida bred.
OBS April 2-year-old sales grads have posted 86 stakes wins since January 1st, 2014, including millionaire Perenda in the $2 million Singapore Cup. In the past 15 months, the OBS Spring Sale has produced 64 stakes winners and counting, better than a stakes winner a week, including Grade 1 winners Stephanie's Kitten and the Big Beast. Find your next stakes winner at the OBS April 2-year-old sale. OBS, we measure success by performance. Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with an undefeated Kentucky Derby favorite coming up in this segment. 3-year-old stakes action is presented by BC2A Paste. Reduce the likelihood of tying up with BC2A Paste. We begin with sprinters at Aqueduct in the Grade 3 Bayshore Stakes. Ready for Rye, the 6-5 favorite. Larry Comas has the call.
Papa Upa heads around the far turn in front. Easy to Say on the outside is second by another 2. Then it's Ready for Rye, final chapter to the outside. They're followed by Akaret. March is next. Lord Nelson running extremely wide on the turn, but trying to re-rally as they come toward the top of the stretch. And it's a long shot in front as Papa Upa turns for home in the Bayshore. On the outside, Ready for Rye. Easy to Say. March. Coming up the fence is Akaret. And Lord Nelson, too, is trying to get into the race. He was so far behind early, and he's coming after March. March, Lord Nelson. March, Lord Nelson. March has won.
Despite brushing slightly with Ready for Rye during the stretch run, March by Claiborne Farm stallion Blame gets the victory by half a length over Lord Nelson. Ready for Rye third for a sweep by Keeneland Sales graduates. Arad Ortiz up in 124 3. The Chad Brown trainee broke his maiden in his 3-year-old debut, but was 5th in the Grade 3 Wither Stakes. The colt was bred in Kentucky by Lakeland Farm and was a $320,000 Keeneland November weanling. March has earned $237,000 for Robert LaPenta. Preakness winner at 3 and Med-Mile winner at 4, Shackelford was a brilliant 3-time Grade 1 winner of over $3 million who possessed 115 buyer speed. His first weanlings sold for up to $200,000. Watch for his first yearlings selling this summer. Next from Aqueduct, the Grade 1 Wood Memorial. Daredevil at 2-1, a slight favorite over both El Kabir and Frosted. Once again, here's Larry Comas.
The pace appears to be very slow up the backstretch here, and they are in pursuit of Toasting Master, who's pressed along by Daredevil through an easy half mile of 49 seconds flat. Then 10 Sendor on the inside, Lieutenant Colonel. 'Tis Shady. Frosted's going to be caught 4 deep as they go into the turn, and El Kabir is dead last. Around the far turn, Toasting Master, Daredevil, and 10 Sendor, and these 3 are across the track. And Frosted is a length and a half behind them. He's been wide on both turns. Then 'Tis Shady. El Kabir with his work cut out for him. He's 6 lengths off the lead with a long shot to catch as the New York bred 10 Sendor turns for home in front in the Wood Memorial. And Frosted runs at him on the outside. These 2 into the final furlong. 10 Sendor running the race of his life. Frosted draws even. Frosted. 10 Sendor fights on, but Frosted's got it. And he's pulling away. And Frosted has won the Wood Memorial.
Frosted puts it all together to defeat 10 Sender by 2 lengths. The second graded 6 victory on the card for Joe Talamo. Time of the race 150-1. Second in the Grade 2 Remsen Stakes at 2, and runner-up to Upstart in the Grade 3 Holy Bull in his first start at 3. Frosted faded to 4th in the Grade 2 Fountain of Youth. The colt by Tappet was bred in Kentucky by Darley. Frosted has earned nearly $837,000 for Godolphin Racing, the 3rd winner on the card for trainer Kieran McLaughlin. Joe Talamo with the safe ride of the week. presented by Sally Horse Vans, the safest way to the winner's circle. Cross country for the Grade 1 Santa Anita Derby. Undefeated Dortmund, the 3-5 favorite. Trevor Denman has the call.
All the riders keeping their eye on Dortmund out here, who's taking them along now. Dortmund in front, 3 parts of a length. One Lucky Dane is right there second. Cross the line, Red Cap on the far side. Down at the rail, Bad Reed Sanchez up to fourth, only 2 lengths off them. Prospect Park and Bolo the last 2, but they're no more than 3 off Dortmund as they go into the turn. Half mile left to go now in the Santa Anita Derby, and Dortmund is striding on for home, and Dortmund now gets a tap on the shoulder to kick away from them. One Lucky Dane crossed the line, Bolo on the outside, Prospect Park under pressure. Heads a turn for home in the $1 million Santa Anita Derby, and Dortmund has opened up on them, and it's Dortmund gone clear now to lead it by 4. Bolo down the center of the track, One Lucky Dane, Prospect Park down at the rail. They're all chasing Dortmund, who's clear by 5 with a 16th to go. And Dortmund, another superb performance. Never looked like losing the Santa Anita Derby. Romps to an easy win under Martin Garcia.
Undefeated Dortmund solidifies his position as the likely Kentucky Derby favorite with his front-running 4 1/4 length victory over his stablemate One Lucky Dane. Martin Garcia aboard the Keeneland Sells Graduate in 148-3, a 106 buyer speed figure. The top 2 are trained by Bob Baffert, who has 3 Kentucky Derby victories to his credit, the latest coming with War Emblem in 2002. Dortmund, sired by undefeated Kentucky Derby winner Big Brown, takes a perfect 6-for-6 record to Churchill Downs. The colt was bred in Kentucky by Emily Herlende Fohan and was a $140,000 2-year-old. Dortmund has earned $1,289,000 for Kaleem Shaw Incorporated. Dortmund paid $320 to win and is the Malone's favorite of the week, presented by Malone's, Lexington's favorite steakhouse. Coming up, a Grade 1 double at Keeneland for a leading Derby contender.
Goes 140 at 130, 40. If you could get 40, if you could get 140, if you could get 130.
Down over to down 87, 90 down, down over to down 90 grand bear. 890, thousand, down over to down 90. 85 on a penny, now 85, what do you think it's 5 here? 85,000, down over to down 5 on the penny.
Share what you love about Florida.
Since Florida's first Kentucky Derby winner, Needles, in 1956, Florida has produced 50 national champions, the last Triple Crown winner, 13 Classic winners, 155 millionaires, memorable performances, and 26 Breeders' Cup winners. Produce your next champion in Florida.
Here is Arch, Tim Book, and the Don Handicap.
Honeymoon Handicap goes to Sarin.
International Grade 1 sire Arch has sired over 17% stakes horses. He is the sire of champions in 4 countries, including Eclipse champion Blaine. And his daughters have already produced 2 Eclipse champions. Arch, championship sire at Claiborne Farm.
If you have horses, you need to know about equine equipment savings. Thousands of small family farms and large equine facilities have saved millions using the Equine Equipment Savings Program. You can too. Whether it's a mower, tractor, haying equipment, or an implement that you need, be sure to call Equine Equipment Savings. All equipment is bought at your local dealer. It couldn't be easier to save. Equine Equipment Savings, the best value for your hard-earned money. Call today or visit our website.
Time now for the feature race of the week presented by Keeneland. In investing in racing's future since 1936. To Keeneland for the 91st running of the Grade 1 Bluegrass Stakes. The purse increased to $1 million and run 4 weeks before the Kentucky Derby for the first time. Carpe Diem, the 2-5 favorite. Here's the call by Kurt Becker.
And they're off in the Toyota Bluegrass Stakes. Carpe Diem and Ocho, both flashing early speed. Classy Class comes away third. Gorgeous Bird is away running in fourth. Then Danzig Moon in fifth as the field heads to the first turn. Ocho toward the inside has the advantage. Ground-saving trip around the first turn from that inside starting spot and leads it by a length. Carpe Diem placed just off the leader's flank now in the second position. Gorgeous Bird is third toward the inside by a head. Classy Class forwardly placed and fourth up toward the outside. Danzig Moon is in fifth. Pepperoni goes sixth, Frumento seventh, Unrivaled eighth and last. 24 seconds the time for the opening quarter. Carpe Diem right alongside of Ocho. These two matching strides up the backstretch, a length and a half in front of Gorgeous Bird in third a half length. Classy Class is fourth by 2. Danzig Moon is fifth by nearly 3 lengths. And then Pepperoni, followed by Frumento, and Unrivaled is last. The first half mile went in 48 seconds. Ocho, the leader into the far turn, and Carpe Diem comes at him again from the outside. They've been going at it since the start. They're separated by a neck. Gap of 2 lengths to Classy Class, third by a neck, outside of Gorgeous Bird in fourth, and Danzig Moon is fifth. The rest have running to do. They come to the quarter pole. Ocho, trying to take it all the way up front for Santiago Gonzalez, chased all the way by Carpe Diem. Classy Class is third, Danzig Moon, and with a shot in fourth on the outside. Carpe Diem takes the lead. John Velasquez, a quick peek over his right shoulder. Danzig Moon coming. Ocho fought hard, but he's third. Final furlong of the Toyota Bluegrass. It will be Carpe Diem rolling through Lexington and headed on for Churchill Downs. He wins it.
Odds-on favorite Carpe Diem by Ashford Stud Stag and Giants Causeway defeats long shot Danzig Moon by 3 lengths. Ocho third for a sweep by Keeneland Sells graduates. John Velasquez up in 149 3. The Todd Pletcher trainee back at Keeneland, where he was a 6 1/4 length winner of the Grade 1 Claiborne Breeders' Futurity last fall. Runner-up as the favorite in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, Carpe Diem scored an impressive 5-length victory in the Grade 2 Tampa Bay Derby in his 3-year-old debut. Windstar Farm and Stone Street Stables purchased the colt for $1.6 million at the OBS March 2-year-old sale. Carpe Diem has earned nearly $1,520,000. The Bluegrass winner was bred in Kentucky by Coffee Pot Stable and was consigned by Bo Lane Bloodstock to the 2013 Keeneland September yearling sale, where he was originally purchased by Northwest Stud for $550,000. Grade 1 Bluegrass Stakes winner Carpe Diem, the Keeneland Sells Graduate of the Week. We'll have 3-year-olds in the Grade 1 Arkansas Derby and the Grade 3 Coolmore Lexington Stakes next week here on Thoroughbred Week.
Thoroughbred Week is presented by the Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association and the Florida Department of Agriculture. Online at tbredweek.com.